Yo, what's up, it's Country K?
Hey, Jay the people.
And you're not experiencing the podcast.
What's going on, people? Hope everybody out there doing well. What's going on, my brother?
Alright, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's another day, another week down in the Corona times. It's looking, I feel like this is kind of the most similar it's looked to the beginning of all this quarantine stuff. Like the last week or two, as far as how everything was going, you know, with everybody moving around and whatnot, things looking like they was opening back up. But like the last week or so, especially, it's looking more similar to how it was when everything first jumped off like 3-4 months ago. You know, with the movement as far as nobody going, cats. I guess I can't tell too much. I'm in the house. I might make one stop a week, and that's my little look into the world. You know what I'm saying? So
I know I gotta move around a little bit because various activities I got going on, and traffic is getting back to what it used to be. Motherfuckers move around, they doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? At least out here in the Bay Area, I don't know how it is for other parts. I know in Florida, it slowed down some, but they ain't
Florida
chilling right now. Yeah. What you guys say?
You said Florida slowed down?
I said a little bit, not too much.
Oh, okay.
I had to tell Buddy on the podcast I'm doing. Like, look, you can go to jail in Texas for drinking the beer the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You can buy the wrong beer at the wrong goddamn side of town and you go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's Texas. Whatever's done to my state.
I mean, I
saw it in your eyes. You was about to go there. I was like, all right, cool. Let it be known.
That's all. I did leave it alone. You did see it. You're not wrong.
You can.
But I get my jokes in.
You can have a piece of weed filling up this little thing right here. This little shit. This little shit right here. Go to jail right there. 10 years in Texas. That's Texas.
I can't imagine it's much different down there.
They got medical cars in Florida.
Now?
What you mean not? Like, I mean, that's more than what Texas got.
I don't know if Texas is medical yet. I don't know if they got the medical popping. I can't say.
Hey, man.
I can't speak on it. But as far as how this Corona stuff been moving, Florida is probably by far one of the worst states.
Tourists.
You keep saying that, but
So I'm gonna ask you one question.
Cats is still flying?
So look, yes, nigga, the airlines are open. What are you talking about?
I know we can't fly out of state. I guess people are still flying around in state.
No, niggas is flying out of state. You're tripping.
No, I mean like we can't fly out the country.
Yeah, we can't fly out the country, but we can fly in between these 48?
Yeah, 50 whatever. 50.
I don't think you can go to Alaska right now.
Oh, probably.
Or Hawaii. I think that's all. But like as far as
I heard something about Hawaii where if you fly into Hawaii, you gotta quarantine yourself for like 2 weeks or something as soon as you fly into it.
That's what I'm saying to you. Like, then you might as well just chill.
Yeah.
You gotta basically pay for a whole month. You gotta pay for your quarantine and then pay for the damn shit.
Yeah, but Florida ain't never took their foot off the pedal. That's
Look, man, they closed up a little bit. The barbershops was closed. All kind of shit was closed. So I don't know what you're talking about. Now I ain't gonna sit here and lie and act like the barbershops ain't back open. Cause they are. But again, at the same time, Texas ain't shit. They right with us. Like, you don't know why the fuck you acting like Texas ain't wide open too.
Man.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. I said all that to say, it's looking like things are kind of quieting down, hopefully, over here. At least around here. Because California was looking crazy with it for a little bit. It was starting to look real mania out here with the cases going up. And like we was just talking about on the last one, it seems it's so crazy. We months in deep into this right now. It's like we was just talking about on the last one. It's like This stuff is moving around still the crazy way. And the government's not doing nothing. They're not trying to do nothing. So, that's the same.
I mean,
That's the
shit.
same at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's like, look, I ain't gonna talk bad about them because they got the power to take off. And we ain't nobody like big, nothing like that, bigger names. But
yeah, and I'm not.
We ain't gonna get the fucking goddamn rocket shut down for the bitch take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not even savvy enough, or even enough to dive too deep into it.
But I will say this though, my whole theory that I've been saying the whole time that this shit got something to do with the Amazon rainforest. Like, bro, I really feel like these trees gotta grow back to filter these goddamn air. If that's really what is going on, if that's what it is, it's like, yeah, you're gonna need the vaccine and shit like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But
I just read something about one vaccine that just got made that was coming up that was looking promising. But I ain't gonna lie though, I haven't heard that Amazon rainforest stuff nowhere else. And I promise you got me with it, low key. I'm like,
ain't nobody talking about it. Like, nigga, it's a lot of the Earth's air. It's a respiratory disease. Like, nigga, the Amazon rainforest burns down months later, fucking goddamn COVID-19 happened. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I was just speaking with one of my housemates and they were talking about it being popping up around like November. I was like, man, I know I wasn't thinking about no COVID in November. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed, but enough of the bleak for right now. We can jump right into it. Jump right into the new nonsense that's been going on.
Well, Canada, if we find out that Tory Lanez out here really on that bullshit, y'all boys look crazy. I'm gonna let you know that Drake music gonna sound a little different to me. And instead of him being like sincere and soft, he gonna be a stalker to me. Them niggas is crazy.
Why you going straight at Drake and not Tory?
I went straight to Tory. That's what I'm saying. If Tory's case came to be he shot Megan, Drake music gonna sound different.
Damn, imagine Drake's music taking the stalker turn like Joe from You.
I'm telling you, bro, Marvin's room gonna sound a lot different.
Oh man.
Not only that.
Oh man.
I'm right outside in new AMG. Right outside. TT. Why you outside her house? Why you sat outside the house already? She didn't invite you over there yet. You just pulled up. What if she got some new dick in the house? You know what I'm saying? You just invaded her right to get slayed.
Talking about you got the new Benz.
You just pulled up.
I don't know. I think Drake's a little bit too solidified to be
Shit.
for some Tory stuff to be pulling off. Because Drake will hop around and just jump on the track with Megan and it'll just go crazy and then it's a wrap.
No,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
This thing just jump on the track with Megan and just to distance himself even further away and it just go crazy. Because they haven't, to my knowledge, haven't done a track together yet, which is kind of surprising. Drake talk about he love Houston.
It was more of a joke, but yeah, I get you.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, though, imagine it taking a twist like that, though, because the situation that still has yet to come out. Really. That's what's so crazy about it. It's like, how in the world? This is a story. This is a story you get the call from your friends or something where it's like, yo, before everything was online to the phones and you could send videos of everything, and niggas like your partner's going on a trip or something and you're like, yo, such and such, the homie caught a gun charge, and the girls we was with, one of them got shot. We stuck out here, da 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 da. And I'm like, nigga, I can't wait till y'all get back home to tell me what happened and what the events that led up to this, what transpired, everything. I need to know every detail.
But I heard on different fucking damn shit that it was glass in her foot. She didn't get shot.
She released a statement saying it was like a gunshot wound or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like on her Instagram or something.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Like on her Instagram. Saying that she, like, people was talking about making fun of the situation, but it's like, it's my real life. Like, she got gunshot wound and, like,
I didn't see
immediately.
the gunshot wound. I just saw that she was saying that she was hurt and all that shit.
Look, man, that's the thing. Like, I guess essentially that's the trouble with social media, really, because you can't even follow the story so much. But I'm pretty sure it's like you can maybe you can look it up on her page.
This shit, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, what she talking about is
All right, accurate. I'm setting the record straight. All right, hold on. Oh yeah.
Read that whole one time.
I got you. Nigga, I was reading that shit first. Man, the narrative that is being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate. I like to set the record straight. So on Sunday morning, I suffered a gunshot wounds with an S as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intentions to physically harm me. Damn, I kind of gassed out right there, huh? Shit. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. Damn, she got hit multiple times.
Man, sometimes reading these little iOS press releases be...
It's fucking goddamn.
Yeah.
It's kind of weak.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am incredibly grateful to be alive that I expected to make a full recovery. But it was important for me to clarify the details of a traumatic night. I am currently God dang, I fucked up to the last sentence.
She said the gunshot. She said the gunshot wounds. Shit. So
appreciate it. Save my ass. Fucked up.
You know, she said there was some gunshot wounds. Yeah, that's just crazy. And because I don't know if you heard about it, you know, she was going through some it's escaping me. Going through some issues with her label. Trying to get off of her label, like some label she signed with in Houston, and because I guess she went up to the Rock Nation, like Jay-Z and them, like looked over and stuff, was like, oh yeah, you're getting played out of money essentially, and they was going back and forth. So she's been going through some label situation stuff, and then there was I was scrolling through checking out the whole story, and I guess another cat that's with the label, I can't recall his name right now. Another cat that's with the label like posted something on Instagram that was taken off that was like Tory Lanez when we catch you, like, you know, it's gonna be ugly for you type shit.
But I'm saying, according to the story, they in the car together. Ain't no way you was trying to rob her, nigga.
Yeah. There's
no way you was trying to rob her. You probably was trying to save her ass, really.
Yeah, type, you know, something probably along those lines.
That makes sense. Now all them niggas nice again. I'm sorry, Canada.
It's probably something along those lines where the shots went up, because I heard there was like shots going up in the air. You know, once you see who's in the car, you liable to just pull that joint over anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you hear something like, oh, this is such and such. I see these people. You see some, you know, black guys, maybe with some chains on, whatever. Jumping in the car, you might see Megan. She might got something on too. You know, whatever. You know, ain't no telling how they looking. But you liable to pull that car over anyway, running through the hills, Hollywood Hills or whatever.
Damn, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think that's why it probably stays so under wraps low key, because it probably is something with him defending it, you know, because he ain't even came out and said nothing, you know, even though, you know, junk cats online going crazy like it's the Tory shoot or whatever, but ain't no way that he was trying to rob her, that's guaranteed. But I'm just wondering, like, I don't understand with these types of parties in the Hollywood Hills when it's like celebrities and, you know, every cats with money, the houses is fly, like everybody's just kicking back. There shouldn't nobody in there really have no wants for nothing, essentially. Because I'm assuming that mostly everything is in there that you could want for you to be chilling at some crib with a pool up in the hills, you know? Ain't no wants for nothing. So we back in here lounging, kicking back. I don't even see how a lot of these situations turn into fights, like scuffles, whatever. When it's like, if you on there just for chicks, I know it's got to be a gang of them in there. It got to be a grip of them. It can't be no shortage of women in none of these spots, none of these little parties or whatever. And then niggas do not be keeping their eye on the ball.
And that's most of the time what it be.
And
honestly, like you said about this label shit, I forgot all about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That could be what the fuck going on. Them niggas came out there on some fucking X shit. It's a smaller label out of Houston. Them niggas probably just pulled up on that shit. Like,
Yeah.
This bitch got us fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, need my confetti.
Yeah, because she's probably been on some like, all right, you know, cut ties, keep it moving before, because this is all happened before Corona like settled in, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I could see Tory out there trying to go to bat low key, not even for the clout, not even for the points, but just because, but at the same time though.
Just because you fought with him.
Yeah, you know, and this Meg, you know, she's cool. She's relatively newer, you know, in the game. She's a female at that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's some niggas that's coming out here trying to press her about some stuff.
Yeah.
Like ain't no telling what type of. Oh, I think there was something else too, saying her bodyguard wasn't with her. This is the one day that the nigga that's usually with her on top of her was not there at this little function, and he posted something too, like I will never not be with Megan again. Like she knows I'm always with her, and this I guess something happened where he just wasn't there this day, and then all this thing.
He probably was tripping. Like if
I
he
know he
really
was.
fought with her like that, like he probably was in the house tripping.
I imagine he does, cause it's probably her first real one that she's running with when she's like coming into her own. She got some paper, you know. So the stuff coming against her is probably the intensity of it is probably stepping up. You know what I'm saying? So he probably do rock. He probably is rocking. But I'm thinking he's probably thinking, all right, you finna go to a party in the hills, little Hollywood Hills. You run around with Kylie. You know what I'm saying? You kicking with Kylie. Oh, Tory Lane's finna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what other faces you just might have known, you know what I'm saying, that you just might have seen, whatever. That's in, okay, all right, I got something. I can go handle this real quick. But I think that's, you know what, it even makes more sense with the label, because they was like posting, you know what I'm saying, posting on their gram, whatever. Like, when cats be searching hard enough, it ain't too hard to find out where people be at. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm off of some videos, if you look at some backgrounds, you know enough somebody, or if you just travel, especially in LA, if you just traveled around enough, a little bit, like where's a little function happening, you know?
Yeah.
You could get a vicinity, find a vicinity or whatever. I know a lot of the neighborhoods out there be like gated off, but a lot of them don't though. You know, a lot of them joints just like pull up right up on them if you just willing to go through the hills. That's ugly though.
Shit. Well, I mean, we can go to the next topic, a lighter topic.
Yeah. Move on, cause you brought this next topic to my attention.
Yeah.
And so if you want to explain it a little bit.
The comedian Teddy Ray, he do Sunday service. Well, basically, he not making a mockery of it or like being blasphemous. He real life like doing some hood style preaching. You know what I'm saying? Giving like good messages, good word. But his energy and the way he be doing it, it's hilarious. And he be smoking and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like a hood version of him trying to like actually spread the good word, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like making light, not making fun of it, but like making light of certain situations that happen. It's like, that was hilarious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially as far as me, like even growing up in the church, my parents, father, preachers, you know, just growing up watching preachers my entire life, I can get the obviously the jokes of it, and even he'll tell you himself that he grew up in church. You know, he loved church, he loved gospel music and all that. I definitely get the vibe. It's on some like old Baptist vibe. Got the towel wiping the sweat, yelling, singing. You know, on there. He definitely, yeah, it's hilarious. Honestly, he throws I like the way he puts his spin on it, because it is like he preaching, but it's like he's still just kicking his own little jokes. Hit the Cash App.
Yeah.
Hit the Cash App. We out here just did you pray? Like, you know, get to yelling, and it just be him up there dolo, and he got his mans on the guitar. Yeah, man's on the guitar. I swear, I just was telling you, I thought that was his brother, guaranteed. I'm like, he got his little brother out here looking just like him. Like, and I can't even see Buddy. He about 30 feet back, but I know he just looking just like this man.
They both dark as hell and big as shit. So
Yeah. One thing I'll give a lot of respect to with the whole crew from the ADD joint is that they're really doing their thing, and a lot of them individually have really done their thing at like just coming up with just new ideas, you know what I'm saying, for content. Just, you know, continue to, you know, if one is not really jumping or something, or not even just being afraid to move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? And then still just even having the different joints that he could just jump back to, that anyone can jump back to for like, you know, they used to, like if him and Doughboy want to jump back at it and start doing some things again. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Doughboy had their series. I think Doughboy has stepped away from social media and stuff for a while. Yeah, but even that, you know, just something they could, for as far as Teddy Ray could jump back in, or even Patrick Cloud, he'll do his like, he got like several different little shows he'll be doing, you know, where he does it with different people, and then they got like the squad cast up they do on there. He does like this arcade tokens ones about video games, and not all of them. I don't even know if they do the damn Internet You Scary joint anymore with him and Tahir, but they got like
they do.
Oh, okay, but they on the other one with, you know, with Kev on stage, and like they do like 3 other ones with everybody anyway off the rip. So I really like how they continue to like and evolving with this shit and just continue to just try different needs or a different way of coming at producing content or different conversations for stuff, you know.
For sure. Like Tahir Moore, his Zooming with the homies blown up. He be having like, he don't had Flex Alexander on that shit, Alex Thomas on that shit. He had fucking Godfrey on that shit.
I haven't got to watch it yet. I need to get on it though. You did tell me about it before.
He had Leslie Jones. He had fucking damn, I want to fuck up her first name. Miss Camacho. I don't forget her name.
Miss Camacho.
Yeah. Is it Michelle Camacho? Something like that. Start with an M. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. But I'm out right now. I don't remember a lot of niggas' names. I called a lot of niggas off, but the list started getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Nigga, you don't ran out. You don't pull enough tickets. You don't try as much as you can. That's it, nigga.
Yeah, I be overreaching a lot in that situation.
Yeah, but he don't have a lot of people on that motherfucker. He still do it. I think he do it every night. I think it's every night.
Really?
7 to 9 live.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I need to get on. It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to jump on there.
7 p.m. 9 p.m. That's when they live.
Yeah,
cause they put it out after that.
Yeah. Cause even if they're cracking with the doing the roast me's and doing
the roast this.
Roast this now. Yeah, where it's just
they're talking about
there's different topics essentially.
Basically,
do they swap out the people that's on there, or is it the same?
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's supposed to be 4. Excuse me. But
yeah,
it's Billy Sherrill's, CP, Brandon Lewis, and Craig Smith. That's like the 4. That's consistently on there.
Yeah.
Then I have people on there every once in a while, like Brent Taylor or fucking Luke Capone. That's the 2 I don't seen on there before. You know what I'm saying? But I have people on there and shit.
See, I thought Patrick Cloud came up with the roast me's.
He did.
He did, but he's kind of let them rock it though.
Yeah, because he know he not top roaster. That's what probably his idea too.
Yeah.
To continue that and to keep that going because people want it. So it's like these are people that people really want to see.
Yeah, it's not just wasting. It's not monopolizing time. I wonder if they could do. They could probably even do the little dad jokes joint still. To be honest, you don't think so on the Zoom?
Nah.
Maybe not.
There's probably be lag and on other niggas internet and shit like that. That's
true.
The versus type shit.
It's already kind of like just a back and forth anyway.
Excuse me. And that shit is like based off of the energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? The person sitting next to you, like they supposed to make you laugh. It's based on how they look and shit like that. You never will catch those mannerisms and shit over the camera.
Yeah. I wonder what would be like the best collaboration of hosts for a show. that's out.
I mean, I just talking about him right now. Tahir Moore's a really good fucking goddamn host.
I heard he was kind of, he wasn't flexing them, but they were talking about some comedy show that they all went to, and Tahir was the host, and
I went the fucking.
Oh yeah,
the niggas on Instagram. Not niggas on Instagram. I'm sorry. It was
nice,
real comedians on Instagram.
Social media.
Social media.
Yeah. I think they were talking about that.
And that was the Kev on stage.
Yeah.
Supposed to be Tony Baker, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So Big Irish J came.
I was hot. I missed that joint too. To be honest.
Tahir Moore was there.
I was upset, low key. But yeah, I heard them, and they were talking. This was something else that they were while I was watching with them, and they were talking about like, Tahir's hosting skills is like nice, like he's smooth with it, because they're talking about how it's like a different form of the comedy or the doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a hosting. So I heard he was real smooth.
Yeah, because he also did the I think it was called The Jump. No, it's not The Jump. It was him and Meg Scoop, and it was like a fucking. It was like a news type shit. Oh man, I forgot the name of that shit.
Yeah, Meg Scoop.
Yeah, that shit was on for a while, and that's how that's when I started fucking with both of them.
Yeah.
Cause I was just coming in the ADD, and they had a fucking show that they did. I think it was every week, and they was talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about shit like that. You know, social things and all that. News. You know, black culture and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about everything. The shit was real good because they were like making jokes and shit like that. It was good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was real good. Both of them are really good, like hosts for shows.
Yeah. I'm still constantly trying to expand like my range of like stuff that I be watching on YouTube to just get, you know, just to pull stuff from everything. You know what I'm saying? Just to pull little stuff from everything. So I'm constantly trying to expand my stuff with the different videos or whatever, just information or just content being put out from just people that I know just doing, creating stuff and just, you know what I'm saying, talking in front of the camera, you know what I mean, just doing their thing and not even like and yeah, you watch like big name ones obviously like just for little stuff, but some of those are so quick because they're so concise with how they're doing it. Because I even watch like, you know, like First Take, Undisputed, you know, with Shannon, you know what I'm saying, The Jump. Still watch all of those too, because even that's the same thing, you know, as far as talking, going back and forth. I even watch it for like just the aspect of being on the Zoom joints, you know what I mean. But those are a little bit more concise, so I like kind of getting to a little bit lower level where we're still trying to work up to ours. But they're talking, there's a little bit more longer form talking. They're talking, sitting in front of that thing a little bit longer, talking, rapping, you know.
Yeah.
You know, constantly just sharpening the steel, you know what I mean?
You gotta continue to get better.
Yeah.
I hear you. Shit.
Yeah, you wanna move on to the last one?
Yeah, so
this last one was it was morally interesting to me because this is, I guess the conversation was kind of similar to like stuff that I've been coming across more I guess in my later years, as far as like you know, all right, I'm just jump into it. But so Nick Cannon got fired from basically most of his gigs. You know, he's had a long-standing relationship with CBS, Viacom, and he's basically got let go because of some comments he was making on his podcast. He's trying to get into the more long-form talking joints as well. I heard he just got a deal for a little late night show, actually. Just as this was ending, like he has already inked a deal for us or something else for a late night show. I was reading about. I forgot what the network was. It might be. I don't think it's a streaming service. Ah, damn it. No, it's not on Comedy Central. I was just reading about it, but just going along with all of this. Just inked a deal for a new like late night talk show. So Nick Cannon's trying to really get into the long form talking as well. And I want to hear your thoughts on this. I heard an interesting comment where it was made that they feel like Nick is kind of grandstanding a little bit to the black community because the black community has always looked at him as a little bit corny, you know. So now he's kind of diving deep into the you know, black man is God, Hotepish, you know what I'm saying? But black man is God, black man is king. Cause I don't know if you've heard the comments or if you heard the comments like that. But for anyone that didn't hear the comments, he's basically talking about Jewish people running the banks and black people are the real Semites. So you know, damn it, what else was it getting to?
That's the gist of it.
That's the gist of it. Yeah, it was just basically kind of anti-Semitic comments, and it was basically I heard from what I was listening to, from what I read into, kind of the more pressing, on point comments were Jewish people like the Rothschilds running the banks, but what do you think about those comments of him just kind of diving into and trying to lean more into the grant for black people because we kind of always thought that he was a little bit more corny.
Well, if you really like, I ain't been following him that long.
Following Nick, you mean?
Excuse me. Yeah, following him like on social media and shit like that to understand his timeline or how shit went. You know what I'm saying? Chronological order, like, oh, he started fucking goddamn reading books and all this shit.
Yeah.
But you can tell, I'll base it just all off of Wild 'N Out, right? You can tell throughout the years, even though he was dealing with like the, you know, Lucas shit and shit like that, he's still like how he was dressing, talking, and all that shit was like trying to dive into that shit.
Yeah.
So for him to say that shit, like think about it, he went to the game in a whole like hotel outfit type shit.
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
If he really wanted to fucking goddamn like do all that, cut it off, he could have did that shit back then.
Yeah.
Not during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon been had money. He could have been did all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have been said a lot of this shit. But at the same time, if it wasn't some kind of validity in it, this shit won't go down.
Right.
Because if it was just complete blasphemous, niggas would just wrote that shit off like, fuck. It would have been fact checked on his ass. But the fact he wasn't fact checking, it was just a hammer. I ain't gonna say he 100% right.
Yeah.
It's a percentage in there.
Yeah. And it's like, and then I guess some of the other comments he was making was just about white people were the real like savages because of just, you know, the way they colonize and ravage do, but they were always trying to make it seem like black people were savages, but they were the real savages, and it's something based off of because of the lack of melanin in their skin made them not equipped to live essentially in certain areas, and so it just kind of made them become savages. I guess that was like some of his arguments, but as far as the leaning more into it, I think he might have kind of just got caught up as a victim of circumstance, really, in that he probably was thinking like this, but he was interviewing a guy who is known to kind of lean a little bit further deep into this type of thinking. He's already been known to make anti-Semitic comments, and now he's talking.
It's about association.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all two are rapping about it, and Nick is starting to feel like this man's already thinking like this. And he was even saying, like, during the conversation where he's like, man, I shouldn't say this, I might get in trouble. And Nick is like, well, if you're speaking the truth, go ahead, you know? And so now, you know, Nick hasn't been even always doing a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Where he's just really sitting down in long-form conversation, where he's sitting down interviewing people and stuff like that. This is newer for him. So now he's doing this stuff, and now he's releasing everything that he's doing and saying out to the public. So it's kind of just like he might be thinking this. And even as he's released the apology saying that, you know, he was educated or whatever, I don't look at it much so as, like, yeah, it does have some validity because the Jewish community is able to kind of strike people down and start making these types of comments. And, you know, as far as them running the world, they're cemented in one aspect of the banking systems. But really, they be running Hollywood, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know, like you said earlier, we still early for us, so we're still trying to get on. So please don't even take that like that. But at the same time, though, if they didn't have some type of, you know, grip on it, you know, as far as in the entertainment industry,
the shit wouldn't happen to them.
you know,
It would just be fact checked.
yeah,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really want to say too much because, nigga, we talked about it off camera, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, I basically said the same shit, like, but I was like, I had to really think about it because at first I was just like, yeah, that nigga right, like, but I had to be like, nah, I don't think you're 100% right. A lot of that shit he was saying was a little laugh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's just like.
But I do think some of that shit he was saying was correct.
It do be kernels, you know, it be kernels of truth in there. It be little nuggets of truth in there where they just like, for that community to not be like huge, you know. I don't know what percentage of the Jewish community makes up America, but they got enough clout to get Nick fired, you know, to get him wiped up out of there. And
I think Nick was just an example, to be all the way honest with you. I think they set him as an example, like, nigga, we doing all this Black Lives Matter, firing people and doing all this shit, right? Nigga, one of y'all niggas trip up, we gonna treat y'all the same fucking way.
yeah,
And nigga, Nick Cannon was like the perfect person, because nigga, everybody's been surviving this quarantine through Wild 'N Out. Because they just dropped new seasons that they recorded last year with the new school, old school shit.
oh really?
Yeah, that shit, they probably like fucking 12 episodes deep on that one. They been putting that shit out.
They got a good cycle. They got a good rotation cycle on that Wild 'N Out.
But-
However they be doing it.
But they took it out though, so it's like, they took it off, so it's like, nigga, they just stopped. You get what I'm saying? Because they had that shit way before.
Yeah.
So, nigga, they probably just like penalize this man, do him all kind of anyway. Seeing that he trying to fucking rehabilitate or re-educate or whatever the fuck he. Shit, that fool smacked me, excuse me.
That was
That fucking,
lace that up. Lace that up, right?
Basically, shit, I don't know what I'm about to say.
I was kind of getting into a little bit earlier that all of these comments, all of this stuff is kind of some stuff that I've been kind of coming to later in my life as well, as far as like black people being the true Israelites, you know, like the stuff along those lines.
That's literally what Nick was talking about.
Yeah, I know, on the low, essentially. That's some deep dive stuff, and I haven't even really explored it deep enough myself. But the thoughts, though, like that type of rhetoric has been like coming across me more often, like however it's been happening. But you know, like I said, I think he just got caught up because he ain't used to talking all the time. And they probably did use him as an example because Nick is low-key like a golden boy where he really couldn't really do no wrong, to be honest. And he was even also, and he even was on some like, I can't make anti-Semitic comments because we are the true Semites, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to double down on it. He did get educated as far as why some of the other comments he made were more anti-Semitic leaning, but Nick's straight, man. I'm pretty like he just signed he signed that other joint. I don't know how they gonna snatch Nick Cannon Presents Wild 'N Out from him. I don't know how they gonna make that happen. They gonna change the name?
I mean, based on his comments, he was talking about they took his business from him.
But who else gonna host it? Who else you gonna put up there to do the little?
I seen some fucking meme parody memes. They said they showed Ryan Seacrest, and then 50 put one. It said out wild. You know what I'm saying? He had Michael Blackson up there. Nick Cannon commented on my be the ones closest to you.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be great. They might could get away for a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Come host it.
They'd be the first episode. The very first episode, that shit ain't good. It's gonna flop because you ain't gonna get none of the 85 South niggas. So that's Chico, Carlos, and DC. They gone.
You don't think they'll pull up with For Michael Blackson, the host?
Hell no.
No,
They're staying with Nick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They already said it. Like, they've already said it. Most of the people don't say it, they standing with Nick. Most of the cast and shit like that.
Yeah. So, they don't want to lose Wild 'N Out, boy.
They already took it off, so it's already off.
Wild 'N Out was been carrying MTV.
Yeah, but they ain't MTV no more. It's VH1.
And VH1, they rock it because of the reality shows.
That's why they probably let it go over there. 'Cause I think they're the same, same company and shit like that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, so they just moved them over there.
The Viacom.
Different channels, and it probably help VH1 on their streams. Like, everybody ain't watching that reality show shit. That shit ain't even fun. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You got different faces fighting over the same shit with the same camera angles, the same fucking music, same fucking cuts.
When did reality shows get popping? Is the Real World when reality got cracking?
Yeah, actually.
Real World?
That was like 2001.
I thought Real World was in the 90s.
I would all say 2001, but it could have been 98, 99, 97, whatever fuck.
I think Real World might have been in the 90s. MTV The Real World. Yeah.
92. Damn!
Yeah, bro.
92. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that might be the start of like reality TV too.
10 years too late. Shit.
And I only really figured that out just from a TV show I'm watching where I had to realize it maybe in like the second episode that it was based in the 90s and like just based off of the clothing, and they was talking about MTV Real World, and I'm like, oh yo, what in the world?
Man, shit, them motherfuckers.
So
it's been popping for a long ass time.
That's what
I feel
I'm
like it went away though.
Reality TV?
I think MTV Real World went away though.
It did. That fell off after a while. That didn't crack.
Yeah.
That didn't crack much. That's the thing.
Like,
that didn't crack much into the 2000s. I don't think. Not that deep into the 2000s.
So that's what I'm saying. The first one I remember was the Kardashians, man, to be honest with you. The one that was like getting fame and acclaim. Like, it was other ones on, but not in my area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at that shit. During that time period, I was bored. So, nigga, I wasn't watching none of that shit. Nigga did not have cable. Nigga, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
the first ones I remember was like Flavor of Love.
Oh, yeah, fuck. But that's around the same time, ain't it?
Yeah. As the
Because I feel like
Kardashians.
Flavor of Love was like, I was in college when all that shit was popping. Because I was watching that.
Flavor of Love.
I watched all that.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe that Super Sweet 16 joint. That shit when
probably,
that got started. Maybe that was another one too.
That makes sense. I don't know, nigga. I feel like, I don't know.
Cause it was like reality TV stuff, but it wasn't like how glamorized it is now, like where everybody seemed like they got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was reality TV where like it was still slumming. Yeah, like it looked like regular, like niggas it was
like
trailer park.
We really just bringing the cameras.
Yeah, like all the shows that they used to have was, that's what it used to be like. That's how I felt like it was going. But now it just seemed like everybody that's on reality TV is supposed to be like they got paper or something.
Yeah.
You know? Or at least that's the look they're going for. At least that's the only reality TV that's there now, essentially.
That's all I be hearing. When I glaze on one of them motherfucking goddamn shit, because I'm not watching. I'm just glazing on it, then I'm out.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't the right word. But fucking.
And that's been...
In the great words of Chris Tucker, Umda Unga Onski. Come on. And you ain't got nothing for the people?
No, man. Stay. Appreciate you sitting in again. Keep vibing with your boys. And love you as loved your loved ones.
For real, yeah.
I'm gonna leave with that.
Yeah, check on your family. Hey, make sure you like and comment shit, even if it's just an emoji. Help us with the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Just help us, get in them circles. That's all we're trying to do. Get in them circles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, most
And
definitely.
I'm Country K.
Jay of the people.
Peace.
Y'all be safe.
Under 45 minutes.